Hey everyone, welcome back to Pokemon Rejuvenation. So before we get back to the quick recap and why I'm still up here on this mountain, I just wanted to say that this is probably going to go up on Valentine's Day. If you don't celebrate it, cool, that's fine. But for those that do, I just wanted to say that I hope you all get a wonderful box of chocolates from your admirers. Alright, back to business. So on the last part, we had some major battles, including that with Eric, which got us our 9th badge, and there was also one with Spectre, who is the new Ghost-type gym leader. And we were just about to finish going around and covering any side quests that we could take care of before we got on the train and left for Grand Dream City. So speaking of side quest, I left off talking about this guy who, if you gave 10 rock types to, he would give you a protector. Well, in between episodes, I donated a bunch of rock-type Pokemon to him, and I'm about to donate the last to him. So here's the last rock-type. Thank you for your contribution. Currently have 10 rock-types in our disposal. It went awesome! Now we're strong. Here, please take this for helping me. If you want another one, you'll have to donate more. Well, that's kind of unfortunate, but that also means you can get infinite amounts of protectors if you want. Also, his Rhydon evolved into a Rhyperior, so that's actually pretty cool. I'm not sure who he traded with. Then again, he probably used a Link Heart. But anyways, with that, we're pretty much done, so I'm going to be heading all the way back to the train station, meet up with Melia and company. See you there. Alright, so here we are at the train station. Fair warning, make sure to take care of all loose ends that you might have. Make sure to prep for not returning to this area for quite a long time. So for me, that meant going back to the AP room and buying the Golden Gauntlet, which is basically the item for strength, and I'm good to go. So let's talk to everybody and get moving. Hey, you won! Congratulations! Relax, Melia. At this point, we shouldn't even be surprised that they won. I know, but it's always nice to be supportive. So, does that mean we're ready to go? I'm excited to get out of this city. Depressing, isn't it? We're living here for 14 years. Yeah, we should be ready to go. I got tickets and everything. They were really pricey though. 8,500? A ticket is expensive. My poor wallet is looking really drained right now. We can mourn the death of your wallet later. We got a train to catch. Here are our tickets. We're on our way to Grand Dream City. Everything here looks in order. Right this way. Insufferable little... Stole my mom's Charizard. I came all the way from Terrajuma to get it back. Oh, wow, the service here is really bad. Can't really hear ya. Going through a tunnel and all. Stop being a dumbass, you're not on the phone. Hey, Melia. Cannon, I see. We shouldn't keep the other passengers waiting. Not on my watch. Get out of the way, you creep. Ticket, please. I don't have a ticket. I'm sorry, but without a ticket... Wait. Aren't you Amber Von Brandt? Yeah. What's it to ya? You're banned from this city. I'm placing you under arrest. Would you look at the time? You win this time, VNM. This isn't over. If you want to arrest me, you'll have to catch me first. Alright, that was wonderful. Yeesh. That was a close one. Why are you looking at me like that? I was just reminded of something you did. Can't say I'm too happy about it. You stole Tesla's Charizard? After all she's done for us? Listen, I didn't know it was Tesla's Charizard. I thought it was Amber's Charizard. Why do we have to talk about this right now? It takes about a day or so to get to Grand Dream City, so we have plenty of time. I needed a Pokemon that could use Magma Drift so I could get up Valor Mountain. That's all. Why didn't you return it afterwards? It never occurred to me to do so. Whatever, the point is, now I have a Charizard with me. Came in handy back in the past, didn't it? It's not like I'm going to keep it anyways. I'll return it after all of this is over. That's probably exactly what you said to yourself before, but alas, here we are. Whatever. So Melia, when's the last time you've been to Grand Dream City? I went there when I was around 6 to 7 years old. I had to go there because of Jinner had some business to take care of. Actually, now that I think about it, that's where I got my first Pokemon. Your first Pokemon? Isn't that happy? Yeah, I found the egg on a beach. I waited for its mother to return, but it didn't. That's when Melia's superpower kicked in, don't you think? Excuse me, my what? Oh please, VNM. Give it a rest already, would you? You're still denying it? Don't you have a full team of shiny Pokemon by now? Well, no. I still don't have a 6th Pokemon. When do you think you'll get it? At this point, I let Pokemon come to me, rather than the other way around. Fair enough. Well, I'm going to chill out by the train's cafe. Go ahead. I might join you later if I feel up to it. Feel free to stretch your legs and roam around, Icy. You've got a day to spare. I think I'll just sit here and relax for a bit. I'll be here doing the same. And indeed they will. So we can roam around on the train, but fair warning. Over this way is a couple of trainers, and if you go to the left instead, there's a couple of trainers as well. So you're gonna have to battle a little bit just to move around. Anyways, I already went ahead and took care of all the trainers off screen, so we can just walk past them. Anyways, first stop is over here. There's this girl over here. You talk to me. Such a weak voice. I can teach you how to have a better voice. Do you want a better voice? Maybe. Anyways, this girl will teach your Pokemon Hyper Voice for the cost of 4 red shards. So that's actually pretty cool. It's actually a really strong move, and there are certain Pokemon that actually can take really good advantage of it. Anyways, there's not much else to do here. If you head over this way, there's the other two trainers that I mentioned earlier, and nothing over here. So let's just go ahead and sit down at the cafe. Except the cafe is really a Pokemart. So if you need any of these, go ahead and grab them. Also, something I forgot to mention earlier was the bed. You can heal up here. And even though the text will say, rest up and start a new day, that doesn't actually happen, so don't freak out. Probably should have mentioned that earlier. Anyways, back to sitting down with Venom. Oh, hey, I see. Have a seat, why don't ya? So, this train is cool and all. Even has this cafe on it, everything. Wonder what we're going to find in Grand Dream City. People just don't turn to stone like that. Just thinking about it is giving me chills. Someone is really out there turning people to stone. What's the point? If it's for fun or some stupid shit like that, I'm gonna have a field day knocking some heads in. I might have to join you on that endeavor. Huh? Oh yeah, please do. The more the merrier. Or something. Wait, haven't we met before? Me? I don't think we have. No, not you. Oh, what was it again? Oh, come on. It's Icy, isn't it? Yes, that's right. We met inside Amethyst Cave, the Soul Rock and Lunatone. What was the name I told you to call me? Sorry, I don't remember what it was. So just call me Crystal, okay? If you remember correctly, it's actually April, but we'll go with that. Do you change your name often or something? Unfortunately, I do, but not for fun. I have to keep myself incognito. That's about all I'm willing to talk about on that subject, though. Okay. Now that we put that aside, are you two going to Grand Dream City? Want a new life? No. We're not exactly on vacation or anything. Also here with two other people. We've got business. I see. I'm not going to Grand Dream City for any particular reason. I suppose I just have to keep moving at all times. Well, that may be the case, but I sometimes don't go through with it. I spent quite some time in Amethyst Cave looking for something trivial. Thankfully, Icy came to the rescue on that request. They were my hero. Breaking news! Another victim to this stone-cold phenomenon has just been discovered. This time, it seems that the Flying-type gym leader, Talon, has been turned to stone. Flying-type gym leader was found in the middle of Amber Park completely lifeless. No further information has been disclosed to us. We will report more when more information is given. Thank you for watching. That's quite the target. I guess things are really starting to get serious. I just don't understand it. Who the hell would turn people to stone? There are some cruel people in this world, Venom. Cruel, cruel people. Why isn't anyone doing anything about it? This is some serious shit, dude. Makes me wonder where the champion is. Why aren't they helping? The champion? I'm sure whoever they are, they're doing their best. I seriously doubt it, Crystal. Things have been going on, and let me tell you, the champion has done absolutely nothing to help out people who need it. maybe the champion can't do anything about it. If they can't do anything, then they have no right to be the champion. I suppose you're right. No, you're totally right. If they're the champion, then they're supposed to be extremely powerful, right? I bet this kind of issue would be child's play for them. It's, getting a little late. I should head back to my room. It was nice seeing you again, Icy. Well, I think I'm going to just chill here for a little while. You can go on and do whatever you please. Attention passengers, this is your conductor speaking. You're about to delve underwater and into the marine tubes. Please do not be alarmed in the sudden change of environment. Enjoy the view and the rest of your ride on the Grand Express. You heard the guy. Enjoy the rest of your ride on the Grand Express. I totally plan to. At this point, we can go ahead and go back to our room. And we can talk to Melian Cannon if we want. And seems to be enjoying himself. I guess you don't really see this stuff in the past. Aside from that, there isn't really much else to do on this train, so... if you're ready to call it a day, you can go ahead and rest on the bed there. This is really amazing! Can't believe how awesome this is. But yeah, like she said, this time if you do sleep on the bed, you will actually be calling it a day. And just like that, everybody ditched us. So let's go ahead and look around and head all the way over here, and we'll find April, or otherwise known as Crystal now. Hello again, Icy. Are you trying to burn time by talking to me? You should be arriving in Grand Dream City quite soon. Are you excited? I've been there quite a few times, actually. Not on my own, but with family members. There's so much to do and see there. I'm sure you'll have a great time. Did you forget that there's someone on the loose there turning people to stone? I think I'm going to head back to my room now. Feeling a little bit sick. No, not another vision. We have to stop this train right now. Hello? Open up right now. This train needs to stop. Why won't they open up? Can't they hear me? Fine. I'll just have to do things myself then. You may want to brace yourself, Icy. This may get a little rough. I'm stopping this train right now. Phew. That was a close one. Icy, meet me outside. I'll show you what I saw. So if we head all the way over this way, to this cart, we can leave right here. Previously, there would be this police officer or train attendant that would actually tell you that if you wanted to jump off while the train was moving, that you were a little bit crazy. I see. Over here. Look at this. Tracks are destroyed here. This is what I saw. I saw the train take a turn and well, let's just say it's a good thing. I prevented the train from driving over this. The obvious bad news is that we're stuck. Oh, that's inconvenient. Luckily, we're not too far from Grand Dream City. In fact, it should only take a small amount of time to get there by foot if we walk up north. That's right. If that's the case, let's keep moving, folks. She's an impatient one. She's something, that's for sure. I suppose I'll stay here and try to figure out a solution to this problem. You go on ahead. We'll meet again very soon. Oh, and Icy. That thing that happened with the glowy eyes and golden aura. Let's keep that our little secret. Okay? And we most definitely will. So anyways, we're stuck out here for the meantime. But we can't actually go back inside the train. This is very useful because you might want to heal up at the bed or access the PC. But aside from that, we have this entire route to ourselves to explore. So speaking of exploring, right here is an Audino trainer that has level 65 Audinos. So definitely an upgrade from the last Audino trainer. Especially since we can't access that Audino trainer at this moment. Also, something I should probably make a little mention of. It's just a minor detail, but the battle theme has actually changed. You might have noticed that, and if you're curious, it's a Glitch X City remix. It's surprisingly not a Pokemon remix, but it's a Final Fantasy VII remix, and it's the Those Who Fight remix. Anyways, there's a ton of items scattered out here. I probably will prevent myself from running around and just picking them up at random. And for the most part, I'm going to try my best to avoid the trainers for now. I'll try to take care of them in between episodes if possible. Also, on this route, you'll see Sawsbuck wandering around during the daytime, and during the nighttime, you'll actually see Stantler. You can actually interact with them, like right here, and battle them and catch them. Not exactly the coolest Pokemon, but, you know, if you want it, go ahead, grab it. If we enter up here, we'll find a house with a bunch of Cyndaquil, and also this guy. Hey, my name is Sardines, but you can call me Dean. Funny of you to stumble upon my home. You're a trainer, right? That means you've used a PC box before. I'm the one who manages all that stuff. It's all a lot of technical junk, but I like doing that stuff. So, don't be a stranger. I'll be here. Oh, and if you want to access your PC, you can use my laptop. So that's pretty neat, actually. And indeed, like he says, you can use his laptop, which is actually a pretty cool touch when you think about it. So, with that covered, let's go ahead and move on up north. So, right here is Yui's ranch. And the first thing we're going to do is go right over here, hack down that tree, and grab this TM. So, this is actually a new TM. It's called Slash and Burn. It's a 90 power physical grass type attack with 90 accuracy, and it may also burn the target. It's also a Zygarde Cell right here, too. It's actually a pretty good move. One of the nicer alternatives that you could find to stuff like Hidden Power Grass or Grass Knot. Also, up here is the actual ranch with the barns and all. There's also a bright powder hiding over here behind this tree. So if you want to be actual scum, you can put that on one of your Pokemon and just sit there soft resetting until something misses you with all its attacks. So inside the barn here is a bunch of items, and if we make our way all the way over here, Lima is sick. It's lots of citrus berries. And indeed, the Miltank is sick. I'm sure many people get the reference, but it is a reference to something that happens in Gold, Silver, and Crystal, or Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Anyways, we're going to need a bunch of citrus berries, actually 8 in fact. That's 3, that's 4, that's 5, 6, 7, and that's 8. It looks like Mima is better. It's like it's roaring with energy. So, with this, we can actually battle the Miltank. Mima has been wanting to battle you ever since you gave it all those citrus berries. Perhaps it would be better if it went with you. Mima's a feisty one, though. She won't go down without a battle. So yeah, we can actually battle and catch the Miltank. Also, side note, I had a bunch of citrus berries because in between episodes, I've actually been planting them and collecting them. But anyways, catch the Miltank if you want. So after that, hopefully Mima becomes very strong with you as its trainer. Yeah, hopefully. But after that, we can go ahead and leave the barn, exit back into the ranch, and again, you'll come out here, you'll probably see this Miltank, and you'll be like, why couldn't I catch that one? And you just can't catch it. But if you do have an Oranberry, you can give it to the Miltank, and it will give you Moo Moo Milk in return. Oh, that's neat. Over here is someone that might recognize us. Hey, I know you. You're Icy, aren't ya? You bought my special Moo Moo Milk back at Sheridan Village. I really do appreciate your patronage. I really do. You may think our glorious milk gets a lot of business, but the reality is that it doesn't. We don't get to sell our milk inside of Grand Dream City because we don't work for Cassandra herself. Let me tell you, we're fine with that. We have no time for no high cotton-tailed hooligans like her. But on top of that, a lot of our Miltank are missing. What are we going to do? Enough of my old rambling. Please enjoy the ranch. Oh, we will. We go inside this building and go all the way up here. Find this person right here. Wait. You look like a really strong trainer. Please, will you help me? Wait, what? I don't know if you already know this, but our Miltank have been mysteriously disappearing. I think I can stop things. I need the help of a strong trainer. Beth is strong. She thinks I'm making things up. Anyone else just thinks I'm crazy. Please help me. Sure, I'll help. Thank you. By the way, my name is Ben. Actually, if I'm being honest, I saw what happened to our Miltank firsthand. Happens at night. They come at night. They come and steal our Miltank. Who are they, you ask? Meet me at the barn east of here at night. Talk more there. So, we'll go ahead and go along with it. Also, before I forget, there's actually a Zygarde Cell that I missed. So if we come back down here, into this building right over here, and exit out here, there is a Zygarde Cell right by this bridge. So I want to make sure that we grab that. And now we can move all the way back over here, next to this barn. And this is where we're going to sit and wait until it's night. Just kidding. We're gonna change the date and time on our computer. So if you change the time to night, you might notice that the music actually changes as well, which is a pretty neat touch. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and head on into the barn. Talk to Ben. You made it! Thank you so much, Icy. I don't suppose you've noticed those dummy Miltanks outside. I put those there. It's bait for them. They're here. They're here! It seems like the useless humans have brought together more cattle for us. Collect. These cattle. For some reason, they're more difficult to haul away. What are we gonna do? Please go take care of them. Alright. Guess we don't have any choice. So we'll go out here. And unfortunately, we're going to have to take care of these Inkay. And we're going to have to do more than just defeat them. So for instance, I'm going to gunk shot this one just as an example. It's still here. We're going to actually have to capture all these Inkay. Which isn't too bad, but it does take some time. I'll see you in a little bit. That's enough! It's their spaceship! We won't let them get away this time. My troops. You've captured all my troops. You have no right to complain. You took our Miltank first. Give back my Miltank and maybe we'll consider handing over your precious troops. Silence, human! You are nothing but future slaves to us. You won't give me my troops back, and I shall take something in return. Huh? You wish to see this human ever again? Will meet me in Honec Woods with a sizable but modest passion pounds. Bring your social security number and credit card details too. And also your birth certificate. And maybe your parents' birth certificate. She'll not stand for anything less. Yeah, that was pretty hard to read with a straight face. So we'll go after them in a bit, actually. So, actually we should not be going this way. So in the spirit of avoiding as many trainers as possible, I'm actually going to go this way to the Honec Woods. Also, you might notice something familiar. Oh, what happened here? You see this? Earth is scorched? What the heck happened? Yeah, we're not going to talk about that yet. Over here is the Honec Woods, and we're going to just go ahead and head on up here. Music for this place is absolutely amazing, but the route we need to head is all the way over here. We need to surf over here, and from here we just want to go as far north as we possibly can. And I'm going to continue to avoid all the trainers. But there is unfortunately one trainer that I cannot avoid up here. I wouldn't go this way if I were you. I'm going to wake up the monster. And with that, we can finally make our way all the way up north. Don't do it, Icy. Don't hand. Quiet, Earthling. This is a deal between Icy and I. Icy, have you brought me the things I have requested? What were they again? Imbecile! I've requested that you bring your social security number. Also requested your credit card details alongside your birth certificate. Perhaps even your parents. And may I also please have a photo ID? Yes, it should all be satisfactory. Wait a minute. There's a zipper on the back of this Malamar. That is not a zipper. That is merely a skin tag. I cannot believe that you would be so insensitive. I may be an evil Malamar hell-bent on taking Icy's personal credentials, but I have feelings too. You can't fool me. This is a full bodysuit. Malamar confirms that this merch is hands off. Hands off. Shit. You're not a Malamar at all. Just a jerk. I don't know what you're talking about. I just woke up. Oh no. Where am I? Is this the work of the Malamar? Jig is up. You're in a lot of trouble, mister. I guess the charade is up, huh? Why did you pose as a Malamar and steal my Miltank? We earn a living off of raising those Pokémon. Well, you see, children, it was all a social experiment in the name of science. How does the human brain react to tragedies? How do they work when their livelihood is threatened? It's quite interesting, actually. When Icy initially helped me on Terrajuma, I was quite happy. I knew if there was anyone who could bring my plans to fruition, it would be them. And look at this marvelous display. The data from this test is invaluable. Those Inkei I caught myself actually did think I was a Malamar from another planet. The data I've gathered from them will also be invaluable. This is a pinnacle moment for humanity. We're doing great. And what was up with asking for personal information? I knew it! All that talk about science and humanity is a bunch of Miltank manure. This whole thing was just a plot to commit identity theft. Well, I gotta go now. Remember kids, change your password twice a year. Check emails before opening them for possible phishing scams. Okay, bye kids. Also, you might want to move out of the way, just saying. Oh yeah, this is Snorlax's favorite sleeping spot. Guess it got mad at that guy for occupying it. But what about my Miltank? Gotta get back to the ranch. Yeah, he does, and we're actually gonna go ahead and follow him back to the ranch. We start to head back up here to the ranch. I don't know why. Looks like that guy returns all my Miltank. All of them. Every single one of them is back. Guy, Dr. Jinkle, left a note. It was a bit strange. I don't care, as long as I get my Miltank back. I know it was kind of a weird journey. I can't thank you enough. I don't have much, but please take these. My mom gave me these before she died. I have a ton left, so it's okay that I share these with you. Thank you for everything. So that was neat. Like he said, it was a bit of a strange journey. Anyways, if we change the clock back, there's something that we can actually check out inside of the barn. So during the daytime, and only during the daytime, after you save Ben's Miltank, the shop will now be open. It doesn't have anything that you can grab before, except the Moo Moo Milk, I suppose, but it's something. And he will also ask us how we're doing and thank us again. So with that, there's one last thing I want to show off before we end this. So for that, I'm going to go ahead and head on back over to this part of the route again. So if we head up here, there's a house that I ignored, and to the right side of this house is actually a Zygarde Cell, all the way up here. And inside this house is a couple of rangers. I'd recommend not going into Honec Woods, but if you must, you should buy honey for the honey trees. So they'll sell you honey and even some super repels, so that's pretty nice. If you want, buy some, and you can actually use the honey tree, which I'll go ahead and show off in just a second. But it takes some time to get there since it's all the way at the end of the Honec Woods, actually. So all the way back here, where the Snorlax is, or where Dr. Jinkle's spaceship was, is the honey tree. This tree smells really sweet, and we can actually slather honey on it, although there's only 4 Pokemon that we can actually find on this tree. So the Pokemon are Burmy, which is what you see here, Combee, Apom, and Fortress. Fortress has a 2% chance of actually spawning here. So the bad news is, once you slather this tree with honey and encounter a Pokemon, you can't encounter any more Pokemon for the rest of the day. So there's nothing too interesting that you'll find on this tree. You probably don't want to use Burmy, or Combee, or Apom, which you could have already gotten. So instead, if you're looking for that Fortress, your best bet is to save in front of this tree, and basically soft reset anytime you don't get it. But anyways, that's everything that I want to show off in this part. Thank you all for watching. Also, happy Valentine's again. But like I said, hope you enjoyed, hope it helps out, and I will catch you all on the next one. Peace.